Good afternoon, everybody. Kevin Lindsay here. Adam Fitzgerald sitting to my right here. Thanks for joining me. We are live in St. Charles, Missouri for the Missouri Open 2021. It's been a long time coming. We're here at the Missouri Bluffs golf course. It's a good weekend. It seems like there's a lot going on, and it's exciting.
A lot going on. Crazy venue here this weekend.
Yeah, so if you guys are joining us for the first time this weekend, 139 players signed up in the Golden Tee Arcade Tournament, and we're kicking things off with qualifying here. Sandstead, Massara, Gooden. This is actually a nice pairing to start off with.
Nice. But these guys are downstairs, right?
Yes.
We're upstairs?
Yeah, so
cool is that?
major a lot of space here. There's a lot of space here, but it's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so you were looking at Will Sandstead, who I always call Will Stanstead. I don't know why.
Will Sandstad, correct?
Yes.
There's no T in there.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's a T, but
there's
not,
a T
not
in
the beginning.
Right. But, you know, a quick rundown. So yesterday we had our first ever Golden Tee Mobile live event.
They made me playing that thing.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing that. But that finished up early yesterday, and then we had the handicap tournament for the arcade side of things. Now we're kicking things off. Obviously, this is the arcade qualifying, and then tonight, after the 5-course qualifier is done, we will switch things back over to Golden Tee Mobile, and we'll crown our first ever Golden Tee Mobile live event champion here in St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you excited for that?
I am. I'm not excited.
To call that?
You know what? I am, but the shots these guys hit, just like with arcade, make me feel like an even lesser player than I already am. All right, let's be honest.
Mobile is impossible. Those guys are really good. I just played in it to just kind of have fun, see where I'm at. I haven't played it in like a year, re-downloaded the app. I used to be big into it, but I don't know. It's fun getting back into it a little bit. I was super busy during COVID, unlike most people who had time to play it.
Right.
I didn't have time to play it, so.
Well, that's the fun thing about it is, you know, it's Golden Tee without the trackball, so it's the same, but it's different.
Right. It's definitely different.
But for the people that are playing in both this weekend, it's interesting because, you know, you're going back and forth between the two.
18 right now? Up like first or second? Okay, I'll be right there.
All right, well.
We knew he was coming eventually.
I knew it was going to happen.
All right.
We're gonna step away from commentary for a moment or two. I'll be back. Fitz will definitely be around a lot this weekend.
I'll be around, yeah. We have action all day, guys, and somebody will step in here when we can.
The unofficial.
Kevin is playing this weekend.
Yes.
About time you get back into it.
Yeah, first time since Houston of 2018, so December 2018.
Are you going to step away with me, or are you going to go for a little while?
I'm going to step away.
All right, cool.
We'll be
I'm
right
going to get out of here. I'm going to go back and start qualifying.
Good luck, sir.
All right, thanks.
All right, so
watch this. Golfer 2. Golfer 3 trying for birdie. Golfer 2 looking at a birdie. Golfer 1, a birdie attempt. Golfer 1 hits first. That ball had just enough bite to keep it from rolling too far. Golfer 2 from the tee box. Just perfect. Golfer 3 at the tee. Golfer 2 with a birdie effort. Golfer 1, a shot for birdie. Golfer 3 with a possible birdie. Golfer 1 from the tee box.
Good stuff, Jimmy.
Golfer 2, ready to hit. Golfer 3, now on tee. Great drive. That one stayed up a long time. Back to golfer 2.
Nice lie here, Jim.
Take out the putter. Golfer 3. With club in hand, it's golfer 1.
Boy, that's nice. Right on the green.
Golfer 2 with an attempt at eagle. Golfer 1 with a try for eagle. Golfer 3 with an attempt at eagle. Golfer 1 on tee.
He's on.
Next up, golfer 2. What a nice approach. Ready to tee off. It's golfer 3.
Not the best lie, but it's better than the rough. That's on, Jim.
Golfer 1 with a bid for eagle. That's in the cup. Golfer 3 with this for birdie. Golfer 3, this left for par. Golfer 2 with the putter, trying for eagle. Golfer 1 hits first. Golfer 2 ready to hit. Hope he makes it.
Wow, he's safe. That's pure skill right there.
Ready at the tee. It's golfer 3.
That's fantastic. A nice lie on the short grass.
He'll be happy with this. Returning to golfer 1. Hitting from a fine fairway lie.
Talk about aim. That was right on it.
Golfer 2 is away.
work. Nice approach.
Golfer 1 is putting. Eagle, my. Golfer 2 on the green, trying for eagle.
Huge drive.
And now the tee shot of golfer 2.
All right, guys, we're back. Kevin Lindsay here. I am now joined by Mr. Brandon Robinson. Thanks for joining me, buddy. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, considering yesterday was a hot day golfing outside, but I'm recovering a little bit.
I don't know how you do it. We got the air conditioner blowing on us here because it's a hot one, and the intense action is only going to get even better now. So let's switch back over to qualifying. What are your thoughts so far from what you've seen on the course?
I've been peeking at it a little bit, and as far as I can tell, pretty standard setup so far. What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking the par 3, these guys just played a few holes ago. Pin is close to the tier, so you got to be a little careful. You can't get too aggressive with backspin.
Sure.
Like even somebody like me with the super spin on my irons bite would be dangerous there. So
Yep.
But this course pretty straightforward until you get to 17 pretty much. 17.
14 can get hairy sometimes too, the par 4.
Yeah, that's true, especially with how it offsets.
Yeah. That's what makes it difficult sometimes, right? Then they can tuck that pin back in that bottom right part 2. Makes it a little more difficult, but guess we'll see when we get there. We're almost there.
Yeah, I mean, there's 139 people playing in the Golden Tee Arcade tournament, which is also weird. It's an adjustment for me to talk about arcade and mobile because I don't, you know what I mean?
Sure.
But it's exciting. It's you'll see some mobile action later tonight after the 5-course qualifier. Ooh.
It's close.
He did not. You could tell the look in his face as soon as he hit it. He knew it was pulling to the right. But if you're new to Golden Tee or Golden Tee tournaments, basically what happens, 5-course qualifier. So this is Group A playing now. Once they're done with this course, they'll switch to the Group B group, typically 2 or 3 other players. So we've got 2 machines rigged up right now, so we'll go back and forth between, I think it's about 12, 13 people on the 2 machines. So we'll switch it up because there's a lot of different playing styles. Clearly, you've already seen it from Joe Massara. I don't know if you were here for it, but maybe it was us talking about it, but, he hit a full shot on
9.
On 9. I was
Yeah.
like, come on. I mean, Joe Massara, if you don't know him, JoJo, I would say probably wins like 95% of the daily contests. It's either him or Evan Gossett.
Well, and that's a lot of that full. He does those fulls. He knows those things more than anybody.
Yeah, and so for those of you that are wondering what the heck is a full, so if you're looking down at the trackball there, and hopefully Joe, maybe 14. Joe will probably pull it out at 14 for no good reason,
Yeah.
other than he can because he's so good. But you wonder how these guys put up such ridiculous scores on the daily contest where it's the same setup for 24 hours. These guys are literally, I'm not kidding you when I say these guys are playing 20, 30, 40, 50 games most of the time. They're learning the ins and outs of every shot they can hit.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. But basically with the full, you pull the trackball all the way back to the A or the C, and then you hit it out straight
Usually
to the 2.
straight.
Yeah.
Straight thumb or a straight palm, depending on what kind of speed you're looking for.
Do you do fulls?
No. Somebody tells me I do it, but
Yeah.
I don't recognize it, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's
15, 20 years of playing this game, I still don't see it, you know? Whatever.
All right, I 50% chance he goes for a full here. Just based on where he's putting the tee, I thought maybe.
I think he's going to try to float this in. Yep, that's what it looks like. Just try to
the rare straight shot from Joe.
ish.
Straight-ish, yeah. Right in the, I say right in the hole.
It's a pretty good shot, though. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't go a little more exotic, but
Yeah.
Joe Exotic over here.
So, what's fun about these tournaments? Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people. Well, we've probably known each other almost 10 years now. This is my 10th year at tournaments. It's whether it's people that you've known forever, whether it's new people you meet coming to a tournament. I mean, I've probably met 10 to 15 new people, and I haven't had a chance to talk to everybody.
It's impossible.
There's a lot of people. 139 people playing in the tournament, but that does not include wives and girlfriends and family and all that. So it's this location is actually perfect for what we've got going on. 2 different setups, one upstairs, one downstairs. Paige, Russ, and Steve from Power Events kicking ass like usual.
Yep.
It's still early, so Steve hasn't yelled at too many people yet for
give it
asking
time.
questions. We'll give it time, though. But, we poke fun at him because, what those guys do is a hell of a lot of work, and there's not too many people that do it. So shout out to those guys. Of course, the Missouri Bluffs Golf Course, the GM, his team, night or day. I mean, those guys and gals, I think they're pulling 12-hour days. But they're taking care of us, and I know all of us are taking care of them. So a lot of positive momentum going into Saturday.
And don't forget, too, I believe Sean Tickner from the Vector Room down in Houston did a little kick in, too.
Yes,
so
yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, shout out to Sean. He's a good guy. Brought about, I think, 10 games or so from Texas, something like that. Kicked in the prize pool, brought some games, too. What do we got, 26 here?
26.
Yeah. And
Good try.
got some GSP action, the great shot points.
I think Will's going to be lining something up here. Do you think he's going to go? Yeah, he's got it. Oh, he's going to release. I did not expect that.
I'll tell you what. I know you do this a little bit in the couple games that we play every once in a while, but I still to this day am not good with my thumbs. Like you see Joe and Will, you'll see like Evan Gossett, Andy Haas, those guys. I mean, what they the running joke, which I don't even know, it might be real, is that Haas's thumbs were insured. I mean, like seriously. I don't think he's playing as much as he used to, but when he comes to tournaments, you wouldn't be able to tell.
No, he's one of those guys. It's like a Mark Stenmark. Remember? I mean,
oh my gosh!
Remember the year he played just enough to qualify for Worlds, came and won Worlds. I mean,
yeah.
It's just, these guys just have a skill that not everyone has, right?
Well, and they put in the time and the effort.
Oh yeah, of course.
You'll see it this weekend, and the fun thing too, with this being, the first tournament, my first tournament, making appearance since last March. But some of these guys you haven't seen, take the COVID year out, you haven't seen them since 2018, 2019. And you just walk right back in the swing of things.
Oh yeah. It's like you saw him yesterday. It's just what we do here in this group, though. It's just what happens because we only get to see each other a few times a year on a regular year. So.
Exactly. And it's. I can't tell you enough, and this is taking completely like the incredible technologies employee out of me. Get to one of these events. I have to forewarn you because once you come to an event, you're SOL. Like you're stuck. Like you're just going to get pulled into this group, and you could say, "Yeah, I'm going to go to this one tournament because it's down the street from my house." Yeah, I don't think I can make it to Nashville in August or Dallas at the end of the year. And then you see, I always love hearing that. Oh, I'm not going to make the next tournament, and at the next tournament you see those guys and gals, and you're like, I thought you weren't going to be able to make it. And they're like, you guys just, pulled me in.
I could not be here.
Yeah.
That's the best part, Like I try to get to as many of these as I can, but, life is life and, new job and can't take too many days off. But for those of you that can, I mean, absolutely.
Oh.
Wow, it was a great shot.
Yeah, and, you know, it helps that St. Louis is kind of like the home base of power events, and a lot of the top players that go to these tournaments, because Thursday night was hopping for the money shot and close to the pin. Friday, yesterday, I think there's probably only a handful of people that got in this morning. I know Chris Longino showed up this morning.
Yep.
So good to see him. You'll definitely hear him on the mic a lot throughout the weekend.
Yep. Yeah, he's good. He's very good. He's a very good player and an even better commentator, I feel,
Yes.
you know?
Oh, yeah. You'll hear a lot of him. Okay, real quick, 17, probably the best setup that you can get.
Pretty much.
I mean,
there's enough room. See, there's enough room behind the flag where you can kind of run it up and then just kind of like let it sink back down, which is kind of what he's going to do.
Yeah, kind of what he was trying to do. Now, what I'm going to suggest to people that are, you know, maybe watching this, even though they're here at the event, don't use roll. This is also a note to myself. Don't use roll, because I'm going to try to get cocky and use roll, and I'll be like, oh, I got some room, and then I'm going to go right up the wall and right in the water.
Yeah, not worth it.
But I'll tell you what, in my handicap tournament match
Like, he could use roll
yesterday,
there.
yeah, that's true. I had the setup where the rock wall was on the right, and the wind was blowing
Left?
to the left. And then it was like, okay, don't overcut it, and then I overcut it.
So that's a good-looking shot.
Oh,
He's got
look
it.
at that.
He's done it. Very nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, I started to mention this earlier, and then we talked about a few other things, but you'll start to hear it get a little loud in here as more people play and they start hitting hole-in-ones for one of the side games they got going on at the tournament. So once you start hearing people screaming and yell, it's probably because they just hit a nice hole-in-one.
Yeah, I mean, you yourself have been known to erupt for a hole-in-one from time to time.
You know,
there was a famous line that I won't mention here on the
Yes.
stream, but for those of you that are listening,
Bulldozer's the one you're talking about, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, yes.
Yeah, you know, you just gotta. I'm sure. How many bulldozers are we gonna get out of Andy Haas this weekend? I feel like I haven't seen Andy in forever.
Yeah, the thing is too, it's like, you know, he's not as boisterous as he used to be, right? He's a little quieter these days. You know, maybe it's the old age, maybe it's the laser focus now. I don't know.
Probably a combination. No, I'm going to the chat here. You know, I don't want to. You know, I don't want you guys to miss out. Richard Swindell, I appreciate that, my friend. He said I look 10 years older with the goatee. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't turn 30 for a few more weeks, so I got some time, all right, before I cross over that bridge. But Dartmaster69 says 139, nice turnout, similar to Florida, but also said Florida was my husband's first, and I think he's hooked now.
Yep, just like you were saying.
Right, like we weren't kidding with you.
No, it's what happens to all of us.
It's a good addiction to have, because, you know, this is a big group of people. But the thing is, it's more than just a group. This is pretty much a family to a lot of these guys and gals. I mean, whether you see them once a year, you don't see them for a few years, or you see them, you know, 6 times a year at the tournaments. It's Oh, I'm being yelled at by Dad. I'm actually up. So we'll finish this hole out. I know Mr. Gooden had a tough shot there on 18. Thank you. But a pretty decent setup. Like, I don't think there's too much here. You know, 14 not bad, 17 amazing. So we'll see what the second group coming up is. I think
you got to figure it's going to be probably top qualifier be a 30.
Yeah, I'd say 30-31. 17 sets up pretty nice for an ace if you're a much better player than me.
But you saw their little leaderboard. They must be one of the first groups to finish, because
they were on hole 6 by the time we even got them in here. So I'm going to go ahead and step away. Brandon, you're probably up soon too. But we got plenty of action here. This is just the first course. This is Baja Ria, and you're going to see Group B. So we'll switch out the players here in a few minutes, and we'll be back with a little bit more action for you.
Sounds good. Enjoy the stream.
He'll be happy with this. Call for 3 from the tee box.
Come on, get over.
You scared us, Peter, but it's safe. Call for 3 with a shot at eagle. 1 with the putter. That's an eagle. Golfer 2 with a bid for eagle. And now the tee shot of golfer 1. What a change in direction. Golfer 2 up at the tee.
Good one.
Golfer 3 is ready to tee off.
Right club, wrong swing.
Golfer 1 is putting. Well done for 2, a birdie. Golfer 3 looking at birdie. Golfer 2 putting. And there's a birdie. Leading things off is golfer 1.
Nice tee shot.
Next up, it's golfer 2. On tee now, golfer 3.
That's out of control.
Returning to golfer 1. Yep, watch the roll on this one. Now hitting is golfer 3.
Here it is.
Golfer 2 from the first cut.
There's a pin seeker.
Golfer 2 with a shot at eagle. Golfer 1 putting here for eagle. Golfer 3 with a bid for eagle. Up first is golfer 1.
Did you see that?
Next up, golfer 2. Golfer 3 at the tee.
She put the brakes on it.
Golfer 3 with an eagle putt. Golfer 1 with a look at eagle. Golfer 2 on the green, trying for eagle. Golfer 1 ready to hit. Got all of that one. Golfer 2 on tee. Now the tee shot of golfer 3.
This is one large tee shot, Jim.
Returning to golfer 2. Golfer 3.
She might need a little more power with this slight headwind.
Golfer 1.
Nice bite. That'll check up nicely.
Golfer 1 for birdie. Golfer 2 with an attempt at birdie. Golfer 3 with an attempt at birdie. Teeing it up first is golfer 1.
That checked up.
Next up, golfer 2. Must find terra firma. Golfer 2, now on tee.
Amazing.
Next up is golfer 3.
Nice bite. That'll check up nicely.
Golfer 3 with a shot at eagle.
Guys, welcome to the 11th playing of the Missouri Open. I'm Chris Longino, joining this match, or this qualifier right now with Matthew Van Hoosier, Evan Gossett, Zach Graham. As we go on to the 5th hole, or 6th hole. Missouri Bluffs golf course. The site of one of the signature tournaments on the National Golden Tee Tour. So if you haven't heard today, Tropical Falls will not be played on the qualifier today. It will be Baja. It will be all the first 5 of the 2021 season. As you see everybody get out to the fairway here. 138 strong make up the Missouri Open this year. I believe it is sets their record for their biggest year and for what is a temporary location. This is quite a signature event, a lot of big-time players, 10 tournaments, 6 different winners, 3 of them to Stenmark, 2 of them to Gossett, and the rest of them as a hodgepodge of Golden Tee greatness.
Jim, it will make it.
So we're playing Baja Ria right now. If you haven't played it before, very simple. Straightforward. Just make your shots.
Watch this. Heading right to the hole. Golfer 3 readies the putter. That's a birdie on a par 4.
All short putts in. If you notice on Golden Tee, if it's that short and people can putt it, as long as you don't miss it, go for it. Keeps these tournaments going by pretty quickly. Nice venue, not your normal run-of-the-muck venue that you would see for a Golden Tee Tour event. This is a clubhouse on a golf course compared to what you would normally see a bar.
What a nice
As Matt Van Hoosier gets it really close. You would normally see it at a bar. This is a clubhouse. But lots of great energy for this tournament. One of the signature events for the PEGT Tour. As the 2018 world champion in this group, Evan Gossett. Now, he played a little bit of outdoor golf today. He'll be looking to make it happen. Only multiple winner of this event in the field today. And for Zach Graham, I'm sure he is just loving the ride here, getting to play with 2 really good players.
Tee off.
8th hole, par 5, very simple. Goal, fairway.
That's quite a drive. Ready to tee off.
Try to get yourself in the best position to get yourself in the hole on the second shot.
The drive was a whopper, Peter. Let's watch the tee shot of golfer 3.
Can't believe that distance.
And just 3 beautiful shots out in the fairway. And for Chopper, this is green light. So the thumbs. You notice that was an 81 mile per hour thumb. Very short on the thumbs, but accurate. It's a sign of a good player when your indicator on the left side tells you where the ball is going to hit and you can hit it 20 yards shorter than that. That's an indication of a really good player.
From the fairway.
Matt Van Hoosier playing with the Titans, not playing with the Stouts.
On the green, it's time to putt. Golfer 1 with a bid for eagle. Golfer 2 with a bid for eagle.
As you'll see on Baja Ria, all making eagle here. This is a pretty clean round.
First up is golfer 1.
And Matt will send this away. just a little left, but the wind gets him right on. We're an easy putt.
Golfer 2, ready to hit.
That's got to get on up.
Never in.
Golfer 3.
Very close shot. So you'll see in the room right now, everybody's pretty much playing Baja Ria right now. 138 players on a fairly typical easily course. I imagine that the top 32 players on this course will have averaged 28 under or better.
Golfer 2, putting here for eagle.
As Chopper gets ready for his very simple 25-foot putt, and almost a little low on that one. I don't think he's paying attention. He got it, and he's good to go.
And eagle. Golfer 1 with a try for eagle.
Two clean rounds and a one worse or a one off going into the 10th hole. Matthew Van Hoosier with the next one. Goal, fairway. Make sure you have a clean shot to get to the green. Very tucked pin on the right. And Matt with the power, no problem. Gets it out there just fine.
Golfer 2 on the tee.
Oh, my goodness.
Next up is golfer 3.
And you got to believe Zach Graham's got to love playing a group like this, where you've got two established players, comfortable in a qualifier. Got to just put your nerves at ease, because you know their nerves are not feeling this at all. They're just trying to make good shots.
Ready to hit is golfer 2.
As the ever stylish Evan Gossett gets up to his next shot. Gets it on up there and leaves himself an easy putt. And this is what Evan's doing right now. Evan's just trying to hit some solid shots, get himself close to the hole. Nothing, not trying to be cute with this part of the qualifier, just making sure you walk away with 28 like you're supposed to. That's what he's looking for right now.
It's in for an eagle 3. Golfer 3 with a look at eagle. And it's in the hole. Golfer 2 with a shot at eagle.
Once again, 138 players, the record for this event. Here at the Missouri Bluffs Golf Club in St. Charles, Missouri. Now watch this, one click to the right, that's a full 8-mile-an-hour wind, so he's gonna get himself about a shot, make sure he doesn't get himself down the hill. That's the important part right here, and that's exactly what he's looking for.
Next up, golfer 2.
Now Evan, maybe club up and bring it back, but he's got to think about hole out, but may not think too much about it right now, because it's just, and he's right around it, but just you want to stay away from the hill.
Golfer 3.
Typically, you would lose a stroke going down the hill. I did just qualify with a guy that made it up the hill and made the putt. So it is makeable from down the hill. Just a little bit right. It's got to get going, but it's just fine. 3 birdie putts to go.
With this putt. Golfer 3 for birdie with this putt. Golfer 2, a birdie putt. Teeing it up first is golfer 1.
Now look at Matt here, looking for just a little short shot. First fairway, he likes his positioning and wind from there. He knows what club he's going to have and what's going to work best for him, so he is going to lay up short there. Now with Evan, this could be different. This is probably going over, and he is looking for a spot. Just the area over there where he's probably going to have 5 hybrid in. possibly 8-wood.
A drive to remember. Golfer 1.
Now you see where Matt is aiming a little short with a full 9-mile-an-hour wind. And he's just going to carry that on right there. Just a nice shot. And Evan, looking for what he would like. This is most likely a no pullback palm shot. No, he's going to pull it back. And that's the repertoire of shots he has. He can thumb, he can palm. He's really a versatile player, that Evan Gossett.
Close, very close.
Golfer 1 with the putter, trying to eagle.
As Matt Van Hoosier keeps his clean round
Golfer 2 is putting
intact, so does Evan Gossett.
Eagle 3. Golfer 3 with an eagle attempt.
Moving on to 13.
On tee now, golfer 1. That will stop right there. Golfer 2.
As I'm being joined here in the booth right now, a 7-8 finisher at the the Florida Open. His best finish in his very, very limited Golden Tee career. It's not been very long. Robert Washburn out of Austin, Texas comes and join me.
How are you, Gino?
Outstanding, sir. Happy to have you along here. We're going to take a ride here on the last 7 holes here at Baja Ria. Your thoughts on the course? It's pretty straightforward, right, Robert?
Yeah, straightforward setup, not too much hard. I didn't take advantage of it, but I sure tried on every shot.
I got wet on this hole.
Is that right?
I got wet. I tried to thumb a 6-wood, and I had 6-wood backspin, and I spun off the green. So
Both guys that I qualified with hit it in the water here.
Yeah.
They were high teeing it and just trying to guess.
So,
I hit the 6-wood like you did though, but
Yeah.
it worked out.
Robert, 138 players in this tournament. Would you believe 32 players could shoot 28 on this course right now?
I think so.
I think that's the general consensus. If you lose a stroke on this, you're probably starting a qualifier +2 going into the next 4 courses.
Yeah, completely agree. I shot 26, and I feel like I'm at least 2 back
That's
of
same
the
here,
cut
Robert.
line.
And so it feels like we have work to do now.
I think so,
We got a little bit of work to do, but those next 2 courses can offer some variables, especially hitting Temple with a lot of high things in the way, and just got to shoot clean. And Forest has some swing holes.
It does. Tropical being out opens it up to probably players that aren't at the top level. Likely, you can depending on what the setups are. I haven't seen anything but Baja yet, but
I believe if you saw the Florida Open, Tropical had launched that entire qualifier, where I believe we had 9 strokes separating first to 32 in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And it was somewhere close to the 20s separating first to 32 in Florida, and it was because of Tropical Falls. Because Tropical Falls, like it or not, is a bear.
It is.
It can be a bear.
And you can get some legitimately hard looks there.
Hard looks, and there's a premium on making sure, one, you know how to cut the ball. Okay,
Yeah.
if you don't know how to cut the ball, don't play Tropical Falls.
Yeah, and in Florida, it was new enough that not everybody had a great strategy on some of the really hard looks. So if you drew it in match play, it was a little bit dicey. As I recall, it wasn't a total bear in the qualifier. Set up as straightforward as that course can get, but having it excluded, I think, jams the field together here even more.
Well, it's going to leave a little bit more opening for scoring, but that being said, Wisconsin was just a little bit deeper than I think what we have right now.
I think so. The cut there was 133, I think.
Yeah, with
some points.
I imagine that 130 is what you're going to need today to get something close to.
That feels right to me.
Yeah,
that feels right to me.
130 needs to be the number you're probably shooting for today, given some attrition to what Monte Ceballo can offer anytime you play it.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Onse can lose you a stroke. Forest has just one hole that if you want to take it on to get the eagle that you think you're supposed to have, it can offer you some trouble.
For sure, yeah. Onse 10 and 16 can both be something where you can really make a mistake.
Excellent point, Robert. As Evan just hitting quality shots, and everybody's on pace right now except for the Zach Graham. Not familiar with him. I don't know if you know Zach Graham or not. He's playing with him
I
today.
don't know him.
But he's. I think he's probably happy that he's on this group right now, where you have two really good established players.
For sure.
And
Yeah.
It probably makes you feel a lot more comfortable than
Yeah.
what you would normally feel playing with maybe somebody that's not at your skill level.
Let you see some shots ahead of you.
Yeah, and just the fact that they're comfortable. I think that's more of an attitude aspect. Where if you're playing with a guy that is just sweating out every putt that he has.
Yeah.
It can tend to be a little bit more. It can rub off on you a little bit more than say playing with Evan Gossett, where everything here is second nature, and there's nothing more than an expectation to finish top 5 in this qualifier for him today.
For sure. This approach shot was at least semi-interesting with that hook wind with the pin jammed up in the front. I think I had backspin 5-wood or something, just veered to the right, but
played a little cut. It was a cut 5-wood in. Or cut 4-wood. I played cut 4-wood in.
So Matt and Evan just cruising along clean here.
Yeah, getting on to this what would be normally simple par 5. The goal is just to make sure you don't get wet on this first shot, right, Robert?
For sure. And you can miss it forever left. The only mistake is to the right.
Yeah. And living a kind of a tough putt.
It is.
Putting on the fringe there, uphill, to the left.
It'll be moving left.
Evan looking for a cut shot to play in. Gets enough mustard, and watch this. This is going to be a nice fringe shot and come on down.
So as I was saying, that's a pretty difficult approach as Baja goes. But
for sure.
You'd expect Gossett to hit it to about 8 feet, which he did.
And now this hole that hugs the left side of the top left of the fairway. This is not a hard setup for them today.
No, it's not. It's downwind to the back left. You can even release something if you wanted to really be greedy. I played mine with no spin and just.
Remember, this is a Titans player, so we have to.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So he'll play a low tee and just a cut shot in, and he knows the wind's going to move this, but that was more safe than anything else, I think.
It was. There's not much future behind that hole, so you get it all the way there, you probably hit it a little harder than you intended.
The miss is always short here. Long probably gets you 2-stroke penalty.
Yep, for sure. The drop hitting it in that water is terrible to that pin.
And that's
so
just a seasoned shot right there from Gossett.
Yep.
And he looks like he has quality thumbs, so he's going to go after this. And look at this.
That's a nice run. That's a nice run.
A little below the hole, but everybody's taking birdie. Matt's got a tough putt here.
That is a tough putt.
Up and left 8. That makes sure get it all up the way to the right. And you got to hit that like a left 10.
Yeah, you do, and got to really hammer it and make sure it's out there.
With the putter, it's in for a birdie 2.
So 18 was a look I haven't really seen in a while.
You don't see it that far back normally. I'm normally between 6 and 8 woods, somewhere in there.
There's a howling downwind, so you can certainly use that.
Now, depends on how I thumbed a 5-wood here.
I hit a 6-wood hard, and it was okay. Nice and easy kick in.
And he gets it all the way out there, and that's a Gossett.
Really good shot.
Good shot from the 2018 World Champion.
So Gossett is clean through one, like you'd expect him to be here, right?
Yeah, for sure. This is, we were talking earlier, Missouri Opens, we've had, I believe, 10. 3 of them belong to Stenmark, 2 of them belong to Gossett, and then the rest of it is a lot of single winners and a lot of Golden Tee royalty in that listed group.
Yeah,
one name
sure.
that you wouldn't see. No Andy Haas. Andy Haas has never won this event.
Is that right?
That's a true story. So that's something we're going to look for, because these venues like this for Andy Haas, not your conventional bar. And when I say that, I speak of places like convention centers that we played in the past, casinos, things like that. Those are Andy's jam.
Gotcha.
Andy plays so well in those. There's a lot of wins for him there. I expect big things from him this weekend.
Yeah.
Top 4 would be a solid. I mean, obviously solid for him. He would hate it unless he won.
Right. Yeah, you were talking about how deep the Sussex field was, and it really was in the 28 handicap range. I think this one might be better at the very top, though. Probably more elite players are at this one than maybe in Sussex.
1 through 20 probably better than, let's say,
20 through 65 was really good in Sussex.
Yeah. So as we bring it right back here into the booth. Squeaky Bob Washburn right here. I am the Alpha Chris Longino. Happy to have you here at the Missouri Bluffs Golf Course here in St. Charles, Missouri. We're getting ready to head off to a break, but also I'm getting ready to play my next match. If you guys want some great Golden Tee content, if you want just some great stories about the history of the game, Gino's Golden Tee Podcast, or Gino's GT Podcast, come listen to it. We try to have one out every week. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Facebook, Instagram, iHeartRadio. Come follow me, Gino's GT Podcast. You don't want to miss it. We got some really good stuff right there. So we're getting ready to head off break. Robert Washburn, Chris Longino right here. Baja Ria, we're getting ready to play some Hidden Temple. Your thoughts on Hidden Temple real quick?
I haven't seen 5. That one can be hard. 15 can be hard.
Yeah, but just in general, like a course.
It might be my favorite course of the year.
You expecting some good things?
Yeah, it's a good mix of scoreable, but gives you enough challenge, I think. And we'll see we'll see how the swing holes set up. You know,
it should be interesting. You should see a lot of 28s, 27s, a lot of scoreability, especially from the great players that we have on the stream today. Keep in touch with us this weekend. We're going to be here all weekend, right here at the Missouri Bluffs Golf Course. You're watching the National Golden Tee Tour, presented by Power Events.
brush.
Not good at all. Hitting from a terrible lie. Close, very close.
Over to golfer 2. What a nice shot. Golfer 1.
This headwind will slow this shot just a bit.
Pull out the putter. She's on the green. Golfer 1, a nice birdie opportunity. Golfer 2, a birdie putt. Golfer 3 with a birdie putt. With honors to golfer 1. This is spinning back. Ready to tee off. It's golfer 2. How about that shot? On tee now, golfer 3. He'll be happy with this. Golfer 3, ready to putt. That's a 2, and the birdie. Golfer 2, a birdie putt. Golfer 1 has this for birdie. Golfer 1 hits first.
That drive was supersized.
Next up, golfer 2. Let's watch the tee shot of golfer 3. Right in the fairway. Ready to hit is golfer 2.
She's on.
And now, golfer 1.
She's a little short on that one.
Golfer 3.
He'll launch it if he gives it full power.
Golfer 3 has this for birdie. It drops in. Golfer 1 trying for eagle. That's in the cup. Golfer 2 on the green trying for eagle. Golfer 1 on tee. The backspin slowed it down. Golfer 2 up at the tee.
I think I might do it, Jim.
Golfer 3 from the tee box.
This might not be what he wants.
Golfer 1, a chance for eagle. Golfer 3 putting here for eagle. Golfer 2 with an eagle attempt. Golfer 1 has honors.
Yes, sir.
Golfer 2 ready to hit. Ready at the tee. It's golfer 3.
Looks really good. A nice lie in the fairway.
Pull out the putter. He's on the green. Golfer 2.
This will be from the sweet stuff.
Returning to golfer 1 from the fairway.
Boy, that's nice. Right on the green.
Golfer 3 to putt. A great eagle putt. Golfer 1 with a look at eagle. In the hole. Golfer 2 with the putter, trying for eagle. Golfer 1 on the tee. There's a little razzle-dazzle on this one. On tee now, it's golfer 2.
Watch it.
Golfer 3 on the tee.
Is this one going to go in?
Golfer 1 about to putt. Golfer 1 putting for par. Golfer 3 readies the putter. Here, a nice birdie, 2. Golfer 2 looking at a birdie. With honors, it's golfer 2.
Set herself up nicely here. That's right in the fairway.
Golfer 3 at the tee. Ready to tee it up. Golfer 1.
Big drive, Jim.
Golfer 3 with a follow-up.
Wow.
Golfer 1.
From the short grass.
Back to the talented golfer 2. Peter, watch it stop. Golfer 3 with a look at eagle. Farthest out, it's golfer 2.
This girl's magic around the greens.
Golfer 1 with a shot at eagle. Golfer 2 first up. The green grass at home. Golfer 3 at the tee.
It's on the green, but there's a lot of meat left on that bone.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer 1.
Outstanding.
Golfer 3 with a possible birdie. That putt made it, Peter. Golfer 1 looking at a birdie. Golfer 2 putting for birdie. Golfer 2 on tee. Golfer 3 on tee.
Jim, I love this job.
Golfer 1 at the tee.
This one needs enhancement.
Golfer 2. It had to land someplace. How about in the cup?
That's how you do that.
Golfer 3 now putting. Eagle in 2. Golfer 1 with the short stick. Eagle, Peter. And now the tee shot of golfer 2. Hope she makes it.
Well, that's not optimal.
On tee now, golfer 3. Ready to tee off. It's golfer 1.
This might not be what she wants.
Now hitting is golfer 3. Back to golfer 2. Now hitting is golfer 1.
Well, that was a nice lag.
Golfer 3 with a birdie putt. Yes, count it. It's in. Golfer 1 putting for birdie. Golfer 2 looking at birdie. Teeing it up first, it's golfer 2. She is going to love this drive. Ready at the tee, it's golfer 3. Hope he makes it. On tee now, golfer 1.
Oh, boy, I think this will fall short.
Golfer 3.
There's a shorty.
With club in hand, it's golfer 2. That'll do nicely. Good shot. Back again to golfer 1. Golfer 3 with a try for eagle. the cup. Golfer 1 trying for eagle. Put it on the card. Golfer 2 with an attempt at eagle. Golfer 2 on the tee.
Now we'll suck back in.
On tee now, golfer 3. Golfer 1 up at the tee.
Amazing.
She holds it, Peter. A well-deserved ovation. Golfer 3, a birdie putt. And there we go. Golfer 2, ready to putt. Nice birdie. Golfer 1 teeing off for the final time today. Will it make it?
No, I think this will be okay.
Golfer 2 teeing off for the final time today. And now the final tee shot of golfer 3.
This is not looking good.
I knew it had a chance. Golfer 3 with the putter, trying for eagle. In the cup. Golfer 1 with the blade. There it is, an eagle 2. Golfer 2 with a look at eagle.
There's never a bad day for Golden Tee Golf. Welcome. Time to check in.
It's great to be here today with Peter Jacobson. Let's watch the tee shot of golfer 1. This will work. Nice drive. Golfer 2, now on tee. Let's watch the tee shot of golfer 3. Peter, she's in the fairway. Golfer 2, from the fairway fringe.
Is this one going to do it?
Once again, it's golfer 3.
There's no excuses from a lie like this. It hit right by the pin.
Golfer 1. Golfer 3 trying for birdie. Golfer 2 preparing to putt. It's in for a birdie 3. Golfer 1 with this for birdie. Golfer 1 from the tee box. Wow, that one's close. Golfer 2 up at the tee.
That one was dialed in.
Ready to tee off is golfer 3.
Yikes!
Golfer 1 looking for a birdie. Golfer 3 will putt. That's in for a birdie, a 2. Golfer 2 has this for birdie. First up is golfer 1.
There's a missile. She put the brakes on it.
Golfer 2 now on tee.
he decided to lay up.
And now the tee shot of golfer 3.
Get there.
Golfer 1 putting here for eagle. It drops in. Golfer 2 with a shot at eagle. Golfer 3, a chance for eagle. Golfer 1 on tee. Ready at the tee. It's golfer 2.
Jim, that nicked a leaf or 2.
Golfer 3 is ready to tee off. And now to golfer 2.
Look out.
Golfer 3 is away.
Here it is.
Over to golfer 1.
Watch it grab here, Jim.
Golfer 1 with a look at eagle. Golfer 3 with an eagle putt. Golfer 2 with an eagle putt. Golfer 1 at the tee.
Nice spin. That's heading toward the hole.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer 2. Golfer 3 up at the tee. Nice shot. Golfer 2 needs this for birdie. Golfer 1, this left for birdie. Golfer 3 putting. Second shot's in. That's a birdie. Golfer 1 ready to hit.
It's a long way, but at least she's putting.
Golfer 2 up at the tee. Ready to tee it up, golfer 3. Golfer 1 with a try for eagle. Golfer 2 with a try for eagle. That's in the cup. Golfer 3 trying for eagle. Ball in cup. Golfer 1 with this for birdie. Golfer 2 now on tee. Golfer 3 is ready to tee off. Golfer 1 from the tee box.
Well, it missed the branches.
Golfer 3.
That's well done.
Over to golfer 2. Golfer 3 trying for eagle. Golfer 2, a chance for eagle. Golfer 1 with an eagle putt. First to hit, it's golfer 2. Golfer 3 ready to hit. Watch this one back up. Next up, golfer 1. A lot of backspin, Peter. Golfer 3, this putt is for birdie. Golfer 1 preparing to putt. Birdied that one. Golfer 2 looking for a birdie. Next up, golfer 2.
Too much.
On tee now, golfer 3.
She's bombing birds now.
Golfer 1 is ready to tee off.
Fairway drive. Nice.
Once again, it's golfer 3. Golfer 2. Golfer 1 with a follow-up.
What's this?
Now hitting is golfer 3. Nice touch. Golfer 1 for birdie. Golfer 2 trying for birdie. With the first look, golfer 2. Golfer 3 at the tee. Golfer 1 at the tee. Golfer 3. She'll be happy with this. Golfer 1.
Incoming.
Golfer 2 with a follow-up. Oh, this is on track. Golfer 3 with an eagle putt. Golfer 1 on the green, trying for eagle. Golfer 2 holding putt. He's got the eagle. Next up, it's golfer 2. That clipped the hedges. Golfer 3 up at the tee. Ready at the tee. It's golfer 1. Let's switch back to golfer 3. Golfer 2 to take a go at it. over to golfer 1.
Outstanding.
Golfer 2 with a birdie putt. Golfer 3 needs this for birdie. Golfer 1 on the dance floor. That's 3 for birdie. Golfer 2 is ready to tee off. Golfer 3 now on tee.
Never up, never in.
Golfer 1 ready to hit.
Excellent.
Golfer 3 with an eagle attempt. Yes, count it. It's in. Golfer 2 about to putt. Well done for eagle. Golfer 1 now putting. In the hole in 2 for an eagle. Golfer 2 on tee. Golfer 3 on tee. Ready to tee off. It's golfer 1. Golfer 2.
That works. Nice shot.
Golfer 1 with a follow-up.
right by the pin.
Let's watch golfer 3. Look at that backspin. What a shot.
Now that's impressive.
Golfer 1 ready to putt. Unreal for eagle. Golfer 2 with an eagle putt. Ready to tee it up. It's golfer 2. What a nice approach. Golfer 3 at the tee. It's in. Hole in one.
This girl makes it look so easy.
Let's watch the tee shot of golfer 1.
Talk about aim. That was right on it.
Golfer 1 looking for a birdie. Golfer 2 with a birdie effort. Next up is golfer 3. It's on the green with a very long putt. Next up, golfer 2. Golfer 1 at the tee.
Unreal.
Golfer 3 ready to putt. Golfer 2 up at the tee. Golfer 1 with an eagle putt. Golfer 1 needs this for birdie. On tee now, it's golfer 2.
And he made it on.
Golfer 2 with a shot at eagle. That putt made it, Peter. Golfer 3 with the putter. That's a fine birdie. Golfer 2 hits first.
amazing. That is really long.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer 3. Ready at the tee. It's golfer 1.
Hitting off this is going to be a challenge.
Well, there is still work to do, but it's on the green. Golfer 3.
Backing it up.
Returning to golfer 2. Golfer 1 prepares to putt. It's in for eagle. Golfer 3 with the putter. She's got the eagle. Golfer 2 with an attempt at eagle. Golfer 2 has honors. Let's watch the tee shot of golfer 3. Golfer 1 on the tee.
It might do it.
Golfer 3 with a chance at birdie. And it's in the hole. Golfer 2, a nice birdie opportunity. In the hole. Golfer 1, a shot for birdie. Golfer 2 tees it up on the closing hole. And now the final tee shot of golfer 3. That's taking a dip. Golfer 1 tees it up on the closing hole. There it is, Peter. Over to golfer 3. Golfer 2 with the putter, trying for eagle. And it's in. Golfer 3 with the putter, this for par. Golfer 1 with the putter, trying for eagle.
With this, the band began to play.
Welcome to today's round. This is Golden Tee.
On the tee. Ready at the tee. It's golfer 3. It's in the fairway.
That's Center City, Jim.
He'll be happy with this. Golfer 1.
Come on, get in there.
Now hitting, it's golfer 2. This could be golfer 3 with this for birdie. Golfer 1, a nice birdie opportunity. Golfer 2 for birdie. Golfer 1 from the tee box. tee shot of golfer 2.
Ooh, this looks good, Jim.
Next up is golfer 3.
Close, very close.
Golfer 3 looking at a birdie. Golfer 1 trying for birdie. Golfer 2, a birdie putt. Up first, golfer 1. And it's on. Ready at the tee, it's golfer 2. On the green in pretty good shape, Peter. Golfer 3 is ready to tee off.
Keep moving.
Golfer 3 with an attempt at eagle. Golfer 1 with a shot at eagle. Golfer 3 now putting. Birdie, Peter. Golfer 2 with the short stick. Par 4, 2 strokes, eagle. Golfer 1 up at the tee. Golfer 2 now on tee. Golfer 3 at the tee.
Not an easy lie here. Needed one more biscuit for breakfast.
Golfer 2. Oh my, wait for it. Golfer 1 is up. She'll be happy with this. Golfer 3 on the green, trying for eagle. Golfer 2 with a bid for eagle. Golfer 1 with a shot at eagle. With the first look, it's golfer 1. Peter, can you believe this? What can you say? This was amazing. Golfer 2, ready to hit. Ready at the tee, it's golfer 3.
This one will draw closer.
Golfer 3 for birdie with this putt. Golfer 3 will putt. That's a par. Golfer 2 putting for birdie. Teeing it up first is golfer 1. Pull out the putter. She's on the green. Golfer 2 on the tee.
Hurry now.
Golfer 3 up at the tee.
Not the best lie here. Hitting from the deep stuff.
Hello, Golden Tee World. We are here at the Missouri Open
About to
2021. Beautiful Bluffs Golf Club. We've got a second course of our qualifier proceeding right now. We got Machine 4 with Ryan McCook, Brandon Robinson, and Jeff Morgan. From what I've told on this one, that I've been seeing so far, it looks like Brandon Robinson's on a one better. He aced 5, I think it was. And then McCook is clean. Jeff's had it one or two slip away so far. Just got done playing this setup myself. I won't say it was an easy setup by any means. There's definitely quite a few spots on this one where you can slip up and cost yourself if you're not paying too much attention. Seen a couple people go wet here, but it looks like Brandon's just jinxed the hell out of him. No, stay. No announcer jinx in effect yet. It's way too early in the day for that. Ryan, a safer route over in the fairway. This gives you about a 3-wood or so into the green. Backspin, just down that wind. He's going to like that one a lot. See what Jeff chooses to do. We've got 139 players in the tournament today. We ended up using 2 floors of their clubhouse here, and it's space-wise working really, really well. I was a little afraid on how the space was going to go. Yep, Jeff goes that safe way, so it'll backspin a little bit. That'll be a cutter around there. A little afraid on the space aspect, but really it's worked out real well. And it's which is good because it is hotter than crazy outside. Get in the hole. There you go, Ryan. Way to pick that one up.
He's nutted it.
I've got Kevin Lindsay on my left coming into the action as well.
Ryan should thank me for that because I sat down and he hold it out.
Oh, okay. I thought you went and told him to hold it out or something. Give him some good advice.
No, we just speak telepathically to each other.
I'll let him know. So what you got, Jeff? You're going to try to go through the piers? You're going around. Those are both dangerous. He's going through, I think. Yep. That's not bad at all, man. Not bad at all, Jeff.
What did you do?
On this hole?
Yeah.
I was over in that same location, but I was open. I just
Okay.
threw it back in there. And Brandon, I almost announcer jinxed him, but it stopped here, so I got lucky on that one, right? He has to come on there, and the first shot that I see out of the gate, I say something about how I saw a lot of people go in the water there, and sure enough, he goes trickling off too.
Hey, at least he stayed up because mine on the right-hand side was not so lucky.
Oh, the right strip, okay.
All that work and missed putt, that's tough.
Exactly.
Andy Fox post on Golden Tee Fan. It's a picture of Al. Must be a pretty weak field in St. Louis.
Because his buddy Al's on the streamer?
Yeah.
Well, weak field or not, we got 2 guys at one better right now, so coming down the stretch here. Not down the stretch, coming up the turn, rather.
Yeah, the setup here on Temple wasn't bad, but there was a couple of holes
Kinda
where
what I said too, yeah.
you just catch yourself.
Yep. It seemed like I was doing a whole lot of seeing if I could get inside of 20 feet. Wasn't a whole. I mean, there's obviously the 2 par 3s early; those ones are attack. But other than that, for the most part, it was kind of like, well, let's just try not to put this thing 60 feet in the hole.
Yeah,
this
honestly,
one included. This one actually ended up pretty close, but it's depending on what club you have, what ball set you have there. It's real easy to fly this into the second half of the green if you're not careful with it.
I'm getting tired of great shot points.
Are you allergic?
No, I mean, I'd have a couple of bad shots in this course, and then I would hole out. or I double eagle something. But I'm not doing it on the drivable holes, so I'm not getting anything in the hole-in-one game. And just a couple of, I had a really good shot on 17 and made the putt, and then watered 18.
Sure.
It was just like the trickle-down effect of Kevin Lindsay hit a bad shot, and let's keep the train moving.
This set up pretty long, I thought, just as far as where you don't hit too many 8.5s in this fairway.
Yeah.
It was always back farther than I thought it was. I actually left a little short, but then I got lucky. It gave me the offset where normally I don't like when it does that. I got lucky here because it gave me the offset and gave me more open look.
It felt weird just hitting it dead straight into the fairway.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, I don't
am
have
I
to cut
doing
it or
something
anything.
wrong here? All right, so it is, 3:20, and we're almost done with course 2?
Yep, 3:20 on the dot.
We got one machine that's giving us some trouble downstairs. I think Mouth and Jordan Scott are playing on that one.
Yeah, and I want to know what the finish of their Baja round is because I know Jordan Scott was at least 2 better.
Yeah,
he had a lot of thunder going down there.
He holed out back-to-back par threes, the first one and the second one. And then somebody told me, maybe it was Brandon Robinson, somebody told me that Mouth was also 2 better.
Oh, really?
But I don't know for sure.
Okay.
But I know Mouth was helping Russ out. We all trying to get
there's a bunch of us trying to
get
coax
that
that
thing
machine
back on.
into existence.
Yeah.
Really. It
Russ
just doesn't want to help.
Russ ended up just building a Cat 5. That was
the cable?
solution. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
jeez.
the solution.
Oh, the one that he ran past those machines. I see, to get it to work. So I guess the wireless card, they decided it wasn't going to go, and so
it was
they
not
just-
working. Yeah.
Of course, as would be the case, the connection for that machine is on the opposite side of the golf club from the machine itself, and so I think that Cat 5 that he built must have been about 100 feet long.
Yeah.
Jeff Morgan's from up in the Iowa area. Brandon Robinson from Chicagoland, Peoria. He's kind of southern Chicago, right? Oswego. He's Oswego.
Oswego. He's like south suburb. So I'm in Addison, which is a little bit northern. I would say Brandon's probably like 45 minutes from IT headquarters.
Okay.
So.
And then Ryan McCook from one of the best named cities in all of America, Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina.
Really, I had no idea.
Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina.
I feel like, is that why he moved there?
I would assume so.
Yeah, Ryan McCook is one of those guys. You've known him a lot longer than I have, but used to go to these tournaments all the time. Took a couple of years off, and he's back now. And I'm pretty sure better than ever is probably
He is back and he's ready to do some damage. That's for sure.
Speaking of damage, where's our boy Damage Inc?
Damage kind of stepped away from the Golden Tee scene for the most part. He's had some family stuff that he's dealt with for quite a long time, and he's still dealing with. So he's doing that still.
I miss listening to him and Gavin Keeler and others get into political debates.
They were certainly a spirited pair when they were together.
If you wanted a break from Golden Tee, it was like, all right, let's listen find those guys at the bar.
You know what? I got 45 minutes to burn. Let's go talk to Gavin and Dan.
Well, for a couple of years before I started at IT, I was driving with Russ. I would drive from Western Illinois down to you guys and then drive to Florida or Texas with Russ and Dan. So those are some fun, interesting.
It's a lot of hours to burn.
Yeah, changing tires on the side of the road.
Turns out those guys don't look like road trip radio kind of folks.
No, not really. That was good times, though. All right, so what do we think, knowing this course and the setup here, what do we think McCook ends up with? Do we think he gets one more hole out?
Let's see. I'm trying to go from memory. I'm going to guess he holds on to this. He's probably going to still, what's he got, 45,000. If he's got the course lead in his mind, to try to win the course, then he might start firing at a couple. But I'm trying to remember, there aren't a ton of pins coming down the stretch where it was,
I think
cakey
18
points.
18
maybe, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tuck pin, but you could definitely point that one, get after a little bit. I guess 16 to par 5. The other 2 players in my group pointed that one, so it's got some chances to it, I suppose. But both the par 3s on this backside, one of them sets with a 14 cross, and the other one is hole 17, and the pin's all the way up there by that wall. So there's some opportunities there. But
I smashed a hybrid because I was just like, I don't know if this is going to make it. Let's just get there. I knew if I hit a wood, I was bouncing right in the water.
We had one guy land just short of the pin with release, and it gave it a good speed pass there, and then it hit the wall and gave it a good look on the way past, on the way back too. Oh, man, just to prove us wrong, he almost holed that one. So yeah, between Brandon Robinson and Ryan McCook, both still one better.
So what did Brandon hit? I think that was before
he got the second par 3.
Oh, nice. Of course he
6
did.
or 5 or whatever. Yeah, 5, I guess. The second time you played that hole.
Yeah. All right.
And I missed most of what Jeff had done to lose his strokes. He was kind of down early.
Well, he missed that putt on the par 5.
Yeah.
What was that,
On
5 or something?
The one with the strips there, 7, I think. And yeah, he missed that putt. He was down a couple before that, and I just didn't see him. But I think most of the damage was done in the first 2 or 3 holes. Maybe he got stuck in the bunker on 3 or something, or hit that monument. The setup on 3 wasn't good. You were right behind that huge monument. You had to hit a bender around there to get anywhere close.
You know what's funny is like this hole, number 12 we're looking at, and number 3. This is not a bad setup, but
No.
3 was atrocious, and I pointed both of them.
Oh, really?
It's like, come on, just drop in. I want.
Gotta get that
one hole.
You want to get that hole in one out of the way, especially on Temple, where you got a couple of holes where you just kind of expect good looks out of you. The first 2 par 3s are almost always good looks at hole outs. Maybe one of the other ones. So yeah, this is one of those courses. If you're in that hole in one side putt, you really want to just cash it in here and not have to have that on your back burner the rest of these courses.
Well, you know, I'm such a good player that I want to build up those strokes so when I water like 3 or 4 holes on the back 9, I can still shoot a semi-decent round.
Yeah. That is part of the strategy.
Yeah, it did not help. That's how I ended up with the 22 is because I couldn't get anything to drop.
Banking strokes early is definitely part of the strategy, especially the way that the order of the courses that we're playing. They were I guess probably nobody's been on the speaker yet. So the course that's out of the qualifier today is Tropical.
I just found that out, and I'm actually I was very excited.
You're excited.
Yeah.
There was a lot of disappointment in the room, and then there was a lot of excitement in the room, and a lot of times it was from the same person. But
I can imagine that.
But yeah, it was a legit pull there. We had,
I heard those.
Dave Sandmeyer. We had Dave Sandmeyer picked a number of times. We pressed the yellow button. He picked a 7. We pushed 7 times, and Tropical came up. So that's how that works.
Yeah.
So like we talked about on Gino's podcast it came out this week earlier. The cut in Wisconsin, based on the same 5 courses, was a 133 with a top qualifier score of 142. So with these 5 courses, and obviously different setup in Wisconsin than here, different group of people, but you're really going to kind of expect the leaderboard to be a bit compressed. So any of those strokes that we're talking about here, trying to bank strokes early, that kind of thing, is a 100% valid point, especially with these ones in the mix, because the exception of like maybe Forrest and maybe Monte, you don't expect on that cut line anyways to be getting a whole lot back from the field. You got to go earn them.
Exactly. Well, and I was trying to think about this. Who are we missing from the top echelon? Mark Stenmark comes to mind.
Stenmark kind of done play.
No.
Brandon. But Andy Fox is not here.
Oh yeah, Andy Fox.
Let's see. Mike Johnson is not here. If we're talking about guys who regularly make cuts, he's definitely one of them that's in there. He's not going to be here, or isn't here, I should say. Probably a couple other Texas guys, right? Jared Decker, not here.
Oh, yeah, Decker, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, there's certainly at 139 a good field, a strong field, but there are some names that aren't here. And it's the same with Wisconsin, right? There was a lot of people there. There was 159 or something like that. So a lot of people there. But there were a couple of names that were missing too. So pretty on par with that. I played this shot into this hole. I wasn't quite this far back, but I really do like going over here into the fairway.
I've never done that.
I really like going in that fairway.
Okay.
I don't do well with this path look at all.
It is, yeah. I mean, I've definitely hit the temple a couple of times.
Yeah, well, there's that. And then with this setup, I was very worried about doing exactly what Brandon did with that 11 cross. And for me, it is an 11 cross. I'm hitting Titans, right? It's out 6 or 5.5. A little bit different play, but I was definitely worried about hitting that path and bouncing left into that water. So.
Well, I was actually worried
Seeing
about
that happen kind of gives me vindication that I made.
I was worried about clipping the tree by the tee.
that tree
so
is very
I ended up actually, cutting it and pushing it out. Oh.
Well, I wasn't sure if the cut there, if the 8.5 cut got over the top of that thing or not.
I went.
I've ever tried.
Yeah, I went the 10.5. No, but that was probably the better call to go that way. I'll have to take a look at it. I have not done that before. Oh, you know, the other hole I remember I holed out was flipping 16, which is not that's not a good setup either. That par 5.
Oh, on Temple.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. It was not a good setup for a hole, I know.
Yeah, so I ended up going to the right, which we'll see this a couple of holes here, but I was like, oh, cool, a double eagle. And
see if we can sneak this one in. He's got a good distance.
Oh,
he's got the line, yeah.
Oh,
my goodness.
You see a look
he can't
in his
believe
face.
it. He cannot believe it. Wilston stayed right behind him. He can't believe it. I thought it was in the jar the whole time.
It's because I said, is he going to get another
You announced
hole
or
out?
jinxed the hell out of him. Let's see what Jeff's got. Jeff's ways out. He's going to be left the hole. Yep. Not bad. Not bad. And Brandon is going to want his stroke back. Let's see what he musters on this dude.
I think he gets this one. I think he holds out.
He gets it right back. He saw it once. I don't know about bite. I don't know about. Oh, he's going to hit a hit. Okay, he's going to hit it.
Interesting.
Okay, well. Got the distance. Get the line.
Oh,
it didn't check up on him. I thought as hard as he hit that, it was going to come back all right for him. It was kind of just.
Do I get like half credit there because he got great shot points? He didn't hold it out, but
no.
No. All right. It was worth a try.
If we're going to start giving half credit for points on 100-yard par threes, then this is a different announcer game than I want to be a part of.
That's true. That's true. Hey, as long as we're not playing 2 through 20 on Bonnie Moore or whatever.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's something we could do later.
You know what? I hit an 8-wood on this hole.
Same.
And I crushed it. I didn't think it was going to get there. And I made the putt shockingly, but it was like a 60. Oh yeah. I was.
Well,
like,
it's hard not to
really?
be unless you land in that grass short. It's hard not to be down at the bottom with this kind of a setup. And with that 8-wood, you still. I mean, with the way you have the tee box here, if you don't hit that 8-wood hard, it won't clear that.
That was exactly why I went for it. But it's a balance.
Yeah. It's I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do with this one. He's got a look on his face like, I know what I'm doing here, but if he's hitting that 5-wood, I'd love to see what's about to happen. Going through the stuff?
Is it going?
I think he's going through the pillars. It's got to be, right? Oh, it did clear. 5 high cleared from that tee box. That's the worry there for sure is going long, but man, I didn't see the high because our screen that we've got here, we can't quite see that spin.
Oh, I didn't.
It was high. I finally saw it at the end. It was close.
I didn't think it was going to go, but granted,
I was surprised too. We just got talking about the 8 high not clearing that thing. 5 high clears. Of course, different part of the apex, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, see, he hit the top there. The wind's going to get him back. Enough.
Well, that was my problem. Is I have not hit the 8-wood. I think I got like a 147 on the shot meter. That was how hard I hit it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's been a long time since I've smashed a trackball
with that setup. It's definitely
far.
an angled shot. And Evan and I were talking about this as we were playing the hole too. I kind of played it looking into the center of the green and hitting it off to the right, which was for that shot, which is what I was comfortable with at the time. He played it looking out into the water more and hitting the shot to the left because he has more confidence with that shot shape. And he was all over it. Turns out he's one of the best players in the world.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard about that or not.
No, I don't know. I've heard of Paige gossip.
When we used to play World Championships, he won one of those.
Oh, that guy. All right. Yeah, so 16 I was talking about earlier. You might not see it because I don't think McCook's even going to click to the right at all. But
it was the center.
It was tough. Now, granted, he's using stout, so that 15's like a 7.5.
Well, I mean, and I'm playing full wind ball, and I was out here too. What I didn't like is over on the left there, the 15's going to drift you. He's going to look over there at least. See, so you can kind of set it up in the center of all that grassy area out there, and you got a shot from the heavy rough. What you can't do out there is cut the ball, or hit it off the line. And so my problem with this look was that with that 15 blowing right to left like that, even on the approach shot there, you really have to hug the left side of that grassy area so that you can hit it out to the right a little bit. Otherwise, you're just going to be left half of the green, and you're going to have a 55, 60-foot putt.
Well, and my problem too was I ended up hitting it too far to the right, so I didn't even know if my iron was going to clear the tree.
Oh yeah.
And then it hit the rough and trickled, and the backspin took it in.
Looks like I'm up on the other machine here. I see Evan wandering around, so I'm going to take my leave of this match.
Yeah, I appreciate it, sir.
Hopefully, I'll see you guys on the screen here, and then maybe I'll come back up after we're done. Maybe I'll talk to you again, Kev.
Yeah,
the day is out.
We'll take a little break here as well, but we'll get some more people rotated in here, and while we're live at Missouri Bluffs Golf Course in St. Louis.
Good one.
This is spinning back. Golf for 2.
right, continuing streaming coverage of the 2021 Missouri Open. Taking the other stream machine, Mark Gomez, Aiden Cleary. And it appears to be Ryan McCook behind there. No, it's Al Jazz. Aiden Cleary, Mark Gomez, Al Zarrell. As we are here on the 13th hole of Forest Knoll. Interesting setup on this. The final 4 holes are the teeth of this course. And Aiden has to make sure he doesn't do something like that, and that will cost him a stroke potentially. As you see, Aiden can't really cut it much out of the rough there. He's trying to look to see if he can have a shot or if he can go over potentially. Don't see that happening. It may be just a layup shot, which I think is what the correct play should be, but he is going to give this a try. Oh no, he's thinking about it. I mean, 19 under after 12, this is something he has to potentially think about. Where he's at in the qualifier, where he needs to be, and this is a man that wants to make the cut, and this is the correct play. Laying up short. Potentially, if you wanted to try to skip or do something with a low 8.5, there could have been something there. As Al Jazz brings it out and gives himself a very clean look at the green. And Al Jazz brings it over to the right with a sloping green towards the water. Positions it correctly, 20 yards from the hole. Fantastic as I bring in one of my favorite people to commentate with in the world. He is currently the acting president of the National Golden Tee Tour presented by Power Events, Matthew Van Hoosier. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I do like to act like a president from time to time.
As we're joining, did you have you gotten to play?
We just finished up Forest, actually.
So you're right around the same area I am. We're going to get your thoughts on your qualifiers. So here in a minute, heading to the 14th hole.
Yeah, we're right next to these guys. Actually, it's been fun to watch them play too. But yeah, this Forest Knoll setup, man, it was a fun one. It was a fun one. I had a roller coaster of a round myself, but I'm playing with Steady Eddie Evan over there, so it's quite a contrast in styles at this point.
I imagine. How's his game looking right now?
It's looking on point.
On point.
Yep.
Remember when I told you on the podcast this past week, he feels due to me. And
you did mention that.
And I don't know if this is going to be his week. It's been a while for Evan. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of narratives rolling around in this tournament. For a temporary venue, Matthew, it's going to be just this is should be our only time here, but just our thoughts on the place here in the country club of what we have to do here at the Missouri Bluffs Golf Club.
The room's beautiful, right? I mean, the room is absolutely beautiful. The fact that we've moved some of the machines in the upstairs area where I'd say we're split not quite half and half, but close to it. That's really opened up the space for players to move around. And admittedly, Missouri in the middle of June can get a little warm, and today is one of those days. So that's nice. That's nice that we're able to do that, because if everybody's on top of each other in this kind of weather, it would get a little awful, honestly.
I talk often fondly of that first Carolina clash that I had.
Right, and I heard about how that one went, as far as how the capacity.
Right.
You're kind of fighting the same sort of thing.
This feels like an igloo compared to that. I mean, we had 92 degrees inside, and I look back in that, and I knew that if this place ever got hot, I never felt bad for Steve coming to that clash, okay? That's fine. You can deal with it too, I can, because we did that weekend.
Yeah.
Coming up to the 15th hole, how'd you do on the 15th hole here? Did you get on?
I did not. I was back bunker. Almost made my chip, but I slipped one by. Evan made it on, and then Zeke is playing with it as well, and he was on, but quite a ways away.
He seems really excited to play with you guys. I got to talk to him.
Oh, yeah? No, he's pretty fun. He's doing real well for, I think, his second or so tournament. Yeah, I think he played up in Wisconsin. But, yeah, he's holding it together real well.
I got wet on 15. That was my only mistake of the round.
Okay.
I had a hole-in-one on 3, so I shot 28.
All right. I had a 2-hole-in-1 round actually for a 28 with 2 missed putts and this missed chip.
Oh, wow. This is typically gettable, though, right? At this
Yeah, most setups are gettable. Obviously, you can get one that's about this distance or even a little bit farther with a big old guster in your face, and there's not much you can do about that. But
this is where Al Jazz hates this. Look at his position, though. He wants to spread out some.
Well, Al Jazz needs a lot of space when he plays, that's for sure. This is just a kind of a tweener shot as far as clubs and all that stuff. It's just, yeah, that's about where a lot of people are going to go, I think, right there. The safe side.
Make sure they didn't get wet.
Safe side, make your birdie, and if you get a lucky bounce, great. But yeah, it's just kind of a tweener distance.
Your qualifying number right now, or your 3 scores, what have they been?
27, 28, 28. So I'm rolling all right.
You're on a good pace today.
I am on a good pace. This is a bit of a roller coaster of a round. The other ones were kind of the steady Eddie version, but however you get to the score doesn't matter. It's all a screaming line drive in the book, right? To mix my sports metaphors.
You may be the only player in the main bracket if you make it. Have the Titans. We'll see what happens.
Well, there aren't many of us left, for one, and there aren't many of us here for 2. Mr. Bernsey not able to be here. Mr. Johnston not able to be here. There may be a couple other like-minded souls here that I don't know about. But, yeah, I think between myself and Matt Cavanaugh, that's about all of it here. So
I want the new guy to come in like, man, I've been playing with these orbits, and I love them. So Mark Gomez, very accomplished player Mark Gomez
Mark
is,
Gomez
by the way.
is, he's in the last, I'll say, year and a half or so, it seems like he's really upped his gameplay. Now they've got the Latte Lounge there in Wisconsin, and his play has absolutely showed it. He's really playing a lot better golf than he was. And, not to be overlooked, he was, I think it was 3 years ago in St. Louis where he had first gone as a sober player. He doesn't drink anymore.
Oh, wow.
And so that definitely changed the deck for him a little bit, too.
Wow.
So congrats to him for that.
Oh, for sure. Al Jazz with a
maybe
delicate chip. But
with a 5 bird, yeah, okay.
Just making sure you get it over the bunker. Get yourself at least a
Do
birdie.
not compound the mistake. That's right. Give yourself a chance, but make sure it's a birdie at worst. You can see he's kind of disappointed by that, but at the same time, you would have seen a much different look on his face if he'd clipped that lip and come backwards.
For sure. So as you see these guys, a lot of 22s, 21s, not terrible qualifying scores right now for these for this course.
Nope, and between these 3 guys on this machine, I would have expected to see a lot more than 16,000 shotties between them, which says something for how the course is set up here. There are some gettable ones for sure, but there's a couple others. It was like, just give me my 20-footer and let's run away.
And Matt, we're dealing with
like this one.
Yeah.
That's going to turn,
away, and I think this is going to be perfect.
Yep, that's a really good lay. Really good place to be is hit that rough first, kind of take the speed off, and then have it come over.
Matt, we're dealing with a group right here where these 3 all potentially could be sitting in main bracket bill tomorrow.
If there wasn't 2 out of this 3 that were not, 2 of these 3 are ending up in the purple bracket, I would be very surprised. This is 3 guys that all have the capacity and to go in the main bracket, and they've all they're all experienced players. This isn't their second or third go. They kind of know how this works. So
I will, in Aiden Cleary, just a little short. I will never forget the conversation I had with Aiden Cleary, the 2018 Florida. 2019. It was either 2018 or 2019 Florida where I basically got in his kitchen and I said, because he hadn't played in the World Championship yet. He hadn't played in a World Championship, and I told him it was basically time for him to.
He gave that a run.
Very close. I told him it was time for him to get out of the kiddie pool and come play with us in that.
Sure,
thing.
yeah.
And he took it. I think whether he took that comment seriously or not, but he took the making sure he got himself a spot in that last World Championship that Mark Stenmark won, and he's got the firepower to be really good. Very close shot there.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, and maybe I don't know how much it's come across on the stream here watching these guys play, but for the first 2 courses specifically, I'll say Mark and Aiden were less than happy with Mr. Al Jazz because he seems to be wandering about the room a bit more than the average qualifying Golden Sea player would be. But I think they've got it. I think they've had their talk and they've squared it away, so I think they're good now. But watching it happen was both painful and amusing since, it's funny if it's not you, right?
Yeah.
Nice chip, Mark.
Always important though when you're qualifying, making those chips. Every single one of them, they count.
Yes. Well, especially like we talked about with these 5 courses, the compressed qualifier totals from Wisconsin. That's in play again here potentially. So you can't go dropping those even those single stroker ones are kind of important.
Medium release.
Got a look.
Wonderful shot.
So here's one of them that I did ace this one. I hit low 9 release and basically had the same shot shape as Al did right there. I just happened to find the cup. But yeah, with Titans on this hole specifically, right? This is anything on is good, and the fact that it went in the hole was just a little bit of jelly on top of peanut butter there.
A little extra credit. Now he's going to play a little bit of a different shot. He's got a low tee, and this is a lesson for anybody to play what shot you're comfortable with. You saw 2 very good shots with medium tees. Aiden said, no, I got a way I want to play this.
Right, and with the advantage there with that low tee, specifically for the look we had right there, right, was he could hit that hard as he wanted to, and he was not going to get to that back tier. And then with that release and the lower tee, hitting it that hard, even if you hit it pin high, you're not worried about it coming back off the front side with that little bit of breeze. So. Tim Boyer, thank you much, man. The putter definitely failed me in that first round, but
definitely a sweaty palm weekend for my friend Daryl Rayner. And I say all the time, if you came to that first Carolina Clash where we're sitting at 92 degrees and it's cooking in that place, you'll always have a special place in my heart because that was a tough weekend to be a part of. But it's established what we have today, and. This feels comfortable compared to what that was.
We're lucky enough to have one of the cool air blowers in front of us that's definitely helping quite a bit. But yeah, certainly, I mean, there's golfers that are playing the course, right? So the doors to the clubhouse, there are people coming in, people going out nonstop. They're all hot, right? They want to come in and get some beverages too and need them for sure because it's a baker out there.
Machines
and
are
so
on.
The people between that and the people smoking, right? There's just that many door openings and closings. It's going to get warm in here. There's just nothing you can do about it. And so the best we can do is get past this hot part of the day that we're in right now, and hopefully it'll cool down a little bit. And then we can all move on with our Golden Tee lives at that point. But yeah, sweaty palm weekend for sure, Daryl. That's an astute assessment.
Al Jazz needs to make sure he doesn't go too long, which he makes sure of.
Yes, he did. I scared myself a lot on this one. I kind of missed my line, and it cut out to the right towards the water just a hair.
Now, I saw this from another player. I mean, this is a tricky shot and could be a critical shot for Aiden in this qualifier.
And on that tee shot there, for players coming up, too, you really got to hit that square. If you don't hit that square, there's a very, very good chance. See, I did that same sort of line where it just drifts off the right. Yep, it's a scary line. It's a scary line right there.
That is a fantastic
that was a really good
shot. Though,
and he had to be careful with that coming out of the rough there. Yeah, exactly. Not going to get the same check.
Fairway, this is typical thumb, and this is a bailout. You'll see this from a lot of players.
Safe part of the green. Yep, safe part of the green. Uphill putt, no problem.
You want to get it close, but in actuality, you want to be safe.
Yep.
27 under for Mark Gomez.
It's a good round. 15 is definitely a questionable setup for a lot of guys. I can see
26. Probably not what he wanted, but he's we'll see what he's at in the qualifier, and then Aiden Cleary with a
26. Right? Come on, Jazz.
Al doesn't. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't feel it. He's not feeling it.
A little complication there. Aiden will do his best to tap his putt in.
He's kind of, I think, maybe they're sticky decking it or something. I don't know. We might see somebody wipe that dude down here pretty soon. So 27 and 226 is that's very serviceable.
You're talking about second half of top 32. I try to break things down sometimes in the top 32 of each course. And because if you're always hunting around in that area,
you're going to do fine. Yeah,
you're going to stand a chance. Over here,
jump over to the JoJo machine.
Two-time runner-up at the World Championship, Joe Massera, playing with Will Sandstead and
Chris Gooden. Yeah.
Chris Gooden, underrated player.
Absolutely. And you know what? I think we're going to hear the story by the end of this weekend. I think we're going to hear the story about the guy who made a whole bunch of money in Calcutta because they slipped by and got Gooden for $20. Nobody was paying attention.
Wow.
And he somehow slipped by everybody, and I think Mackers picked him up for 20.
So
that'll
value.
Be that is ROI for sure.
With that purchase, you're dreaming of purple bracket right
now. You kind of are, right? Yeah, you kind of are. With somebody of Chris's caliber, they can definitely make that run in purple. There's 139 dudes and they're making top 6 in the main is a lot of work.
And here we are
and a little bit of luck.
And here we are with Will Sandstead. We're in year 19 of Will Sandstead now, and he's still remains a top player in the game, a top entertainer in the game as well.
Yes, entertainment value is at a high.
Yeah,
Will.